Hey guys, and welcome back. This is ChosenArchitect, and today we're diving back into some more SkyFactory One. Hey guys, real quick, just wanted to let you know, if you guys are a Patreon of any tier, be sure to check the description down below for your world download. Yes, you do get access to the world download if you are a Patreon, so be sure to check that out. And while you're down there, also click that link that takes you over to Twitch. There's some awesome stuff over there on Twitch, and I'm currently live streaming at the time of this video going live anyways. So I hope to see you there over at Twitch as well after the video. And guys, let's get on with today's video. So I hope you enjoyed that beautiful time lapse at the beginning. Didn't really do too much. However, I did build these rooms here. Now, at the moment, I don't quite know exactly what I'm going to do with the room, whether that's going to be a mob farm or whatever it's going to be. But we do need to copy this and move it over to each corner. I want this same structure to be on all the different corners. And you're going to be like, how are you going to do that? Like, how are you going to copy all of this over? There's actually a way to do it in this pack. Believe it or not, this pack may have few mods, but it does have the good ones. So RF tools, it actually has the ability for us to copy blocks, right? So you see this space chamber here. Believe it or not, the space chamber controller and the space chambers allow us to copy things and build them back. I mean, that's exactly what we're going to be doing here. So I need to set up the space chamber to be able to copy this particular structure with RF tools. And we also need to be able to place this thing down. So some things that we're going to need, we're definitely going to be using the dimensional cell that I mentioned before that we are using over here. We're going to be putting that to use because it's going to be a little easier to move back and forth with that particular type of wireless power. And then we're also going to need to make a builder for once. So the actual builder we are going to need, and you might notice I have a lot of materials in my inventory because while building and doing the time-lapse stuff, it does take a bit of time. So I end up, all this stuff just kind of gets kind of AFK'd. I mean, I'm not really AFK, but it's just still running. I love having all this passive automation. It's just nice. So builder, and then, like I said, we're gonna need the space chamber. I believe it is one space chamber controller, and we're gonna need, let's see, basically a way to cover the whole area. I think you need one on each corner and above to sort of link these up. We're gonna get into it after I make them, but yeah, you can see it's not super expensive to make this. So I'm gonna go ahead and get all this stuff made, and let's figure out how to use this. So basically, to get this set up, we are gonna need probably some way to fly up here. And I'm probably gonna go ahead and break down a few of the things that I built. I know, but it's only temporary. Because I don't really want like all of this stuff as a part of it, and it's going to end up getting captured in there. Same with the torches. I believe those are going to end up getting captured if I end up building these. And I don't want torches to be like a part of the build, even though technically it should be. So yeah, mobs are probably going to spawn in there. Going to cause a little bit of havoc. But let's take a look at how to copy this. So we need to go out at least enough blocks. Let's use cobble. And I'm not going to be copying like the floor. I'm just going to be copying out to here. So let's line this up. And this corner right here should be exactly where I'm going to place the controller block. So at the moment, this is in here. I believe that is that lined up perfectly? Yes, it is. So I need to do the same thing on all the corners and also above as well. So I'm basically lining this whole thing out. Like I said, that's why it's a little bit easier if you have some sort of flight. Yeah, I'm not going to include the floor. So line this up, and this is where just the regular space chambers are going to go. So this should make it pretty easy with that corner being right there. So right here is going to be this one. space chamber. And like I said, line it up. It's very similar. If you've ever used like world edit and stuff like that, it's just like doing the world edit, except for you're selecting all the corners instead of just selecting 2 corners and calling it. I guess, I wonder why it doesn't, I mean, it might let you do 2 corners. I actually don't know. I've never tried. I would assume that it does need to link like all the way through. So just go with this mini. And then this is going to make it pretty easy. I'm just going directly above, and right here, I'll actually place this one. And then it's not too difficult to just go ahead and get rid of all that and then build off in this direction as well. Perfect. Now everything should be almost successfully linked. I have to get rid of all the excess cobblestone, and we're about to copy this bad boy. However, keep in mind, you are going to need all of these resources that you used, and it's going to tell you that here in a second once we access this. One thing we're going to need, RF tools. We are going to need our wrench. Very simple thing to make. And you should be able to right click this on here, and you see chamber successfully created. And then you're going to need a space card. You right click the space card on there, or shift right click the space card on there. Notice it tells you everything we're going to need. So we're going to need torches. We're going to need vines. I mean, it's not going to require everything. I think it can skip stuff. It's going to try and build everything that you give it. It also tells you the RF cost per. Look at that. It costs to move. I don't want to move. I want to copy. So you can move and copy buildings. It is pretty neat that you can actually like take this whole thing and the builder can move it. But no, we're going to be copying. So I think the cost is going to be a little bit different. So let's get the builder set up at this point. This is where things are going to get a little bit interesting as far as that structure goes. Okay, builder. Remember, this point right here was where we started our chamber over there. So we kind of want to set this up so that way it's on that point. I don't know if me placing the builder right here is going to let me define that. We place this in here, you can see builder at southwest corner, but I can go ahead and show this display, and you can see if I change this, it will place it in the different locations. Actually, I think that is the exact spot, almost the exact spot. I think if I move the builder right here, it would be in the exact spot that we want it in. Let's test this out. Let's see, if I put that there and I show that display, that is lined up almost perfectly. I need to go check over here to see, but I think that we got the lineup like just perfect there. There's even rotation information. So we are 1, 2 away from the 2 points here. So 1 block away from the corner. Is that it? 1 block away from the corner. I mean, oh, it didn't copy the bottom layer though. I mean, that's fine, I guess. Yeah, oh no, it did copy it. It's just on the other side. Because you can see how it's rotated. Can I rotate this? I don't actually know. Oh, we can. So we can set this perfectly every time. Yeah, that's basically the setup right here. All we got to do is accept to build it. Now, let's go ahead and get all the other stuff set up for it. So I think I have everything that I'm going to need set up inside of this chest for the most part. Of course, we can always look at the material list in this card, but it should build everything. I mean, the whole thing is basically cobblestone and stone and leaves. I mean, that's basically it. So I'm going to set this to output, and that should be filling this up. And then all we need is a lever, and this bad boy is going to start automatically building for us. Like, it doesn't get any easier than that. Oh my gosh. And it's even set up in the perfect position. So I set this up. I mean, the fence looks kind of weird. We might have to replace the fence. But this is lined up exactly on the spot that it's supposed to be. Yeah. Doesn't get any better than this. Look at that. And just like that, it's done. Like, it literally built this whole thing for us without us really needing to lift a finger. Now, I noticed that I didn't make it wide enough. I think from the point that I'm looking here, basically I should have extended this out one more block. So think of it as we have, let's see, cobble. It's kind of a good way to visualize it. Think of it, we have our markers that I laid out here like this. It doesn't capture this block. It only captures the things that are inside of the corner sections. So it only captures what's inside of it. So now that I know that, I'll remember that going forward. But yeah, that's our only downside to this. But still, like, I can hand place. It'll also give it some variance from all the other ones. And one good thing is I can use the empty sack of holding to pick up this chest and take it with us, so we don't have to worry about our contents going back and forth, right? We can just take it with us. I'm going to move on to the next area, set it up the exact same way on the exact same block, and this is going to be pretty easy. Like, it goes right here, or sorry, the builder goes right here. So builder, bam, and then if we remember correctly, we can show it's placed in the right direction. It's just not placed correctly there. So I hit it 270. That's too much. We need to go back to 180, and that is perfect, right at 180. And all we got to do is put the things back on here. Boom, there's our chest. Our power, make sure we set everything, and then we should be able to start building this one on this side as well. Wow, it doesn't get any easier than that, I tell you what. So I pretty much have everything set up and done with all of them. Like, this right here is the start of something. As you can see, I've kind of got a similar thing going on over here. These are going to be a little bit different, as I eventually plan on these becoming more of a, like the beds for setting up our automation for mystical agriculture. Like, that's eventually what I want this to be. I know mystical agriculture isn't going to be the fastest thing in the world. I think one of the fastest ways to do mystical agriculture would probably be hydroponic beds. And those are pretty in depth on what we need to do to actually get to that point. But that's the whole reason we did this. Plus, wait, did you see that? That's a wither rose. Oh yeah, that's right. Wither roses. Oh yeah, it's because all flowers can be generated on the ground, including wither roses. Look at that. We just got ourselves a wither rose and didn't even have to have a wither kill a passive mob. But anyways, this is what these look like. And on the top, they of course have some stuff up here. They look pretty nice up on the top. And what I might end up doing is either turning a couple of these into mob farms. I still don't know just yet if I'm going to turn them into mob farms or not. Oh, you can see I missed over here when I was working on this area. Yeah, I've kind of detailed the face here, added some leaves, and you can really see the different biome variations. I think this one is going to probably end up getting snow on it. Yeah, I have a feeling this area is going to be quite snowy. Just guessing by the biome, the way the grass is turned. It's definitely in a taiga biome. You can tell by the leaves. It's just that kind of biome. But yeah, it's looking pretty good. So this whole area, like I said, there's so much that we haven't done. I haven't had the time to fully build up everything. So it's all just like a big work in progress. But yeah, you guys will be able to play around in this world at least. So I've been seeing this question just a few times in the comment section. You guys basically asking, Chosen, what exactly is the goal in this pack? Well, let me explain that. I tried to touch on it a little bit at the beginning of the pack, but we have this task table right here. And all you got to do is place your task book inside of it. There is a lot of challenges that we can strive for, right? So we have these right here, tier 1. These are very basic challenges that kind of revolve around, you know, doing certain tasks. Right here, this is like talking about the trophy room for task 1. And then tier 2 would have a trophy room for tier 2. This is kind of what I'm going for, right? So all of these, like, I'm just really prepping for those end goals. And the more I looked at those earlier, I was like, you know what? These would be perfect trophy rooms. You know, there's only 3 trophy rooms that you're going to need to complete this. And I feel like the trophy rooms are going to be perfect. Like, these are going to be great trophy rooms or additions for that. And each one of these trophy tiers require all kinds of different automation tasks and stuff that you would normally do. So really, I've just been building up infrastructure to be able to allow us to more easily complete those tasks. Now, one thing that I want to do, at least today, is do a bit more exploring, because there's a lot more stuff to kind of see that is in the Nether that we didn't fully cover. Some stuff that's going to help us with that, I think, is going to be an inventory cake. This is actually a really, really cool item. So what it does is when we eat this, we're going to gain another inventory slot. Look at that. So it says unlocked extended inventory. It says seek height keybinds to open. Apparently it is set to no key. So we'll have to go into the keybinds and see what it can be set to. So with my hotkey all set, I can now open up this inventory, and it's just basically like an ender chest, but it's on you. So keep in mind, if you die, like, this stuff also goes with you when you die. Yeah, unlike an ender chest, which wouldn't do that. But anyways, that right there is actually one of the cooler things in Cyclic. I don't know if there was an inventory or a crafting table cake from Cyclic, or used to be, and I don't know if that is a thing anymore. It doesn't look like it's a thing anymore. It was like a crafting table. Yeah, no, but we do have the crafting table on a stick and an advanced crafting table on a stick now, which there wasn't the advanced one I remember in the past. But anyways, what else is there to do? We were taking a look at this right here, and I mean, we have some goals that we could potentially complete on this list, and maybe this will give it more direction in the episode, so that way we can kind of have an understanding. I still don't know if this is like build a proper house, like what does that mean? But maybe these towers are houses. But anyways, I've kind of gone through here and checked off, for the most part, the stuff that we've kind of done. Things we haven't done, however, are chance cubes. And I'm kind of waiting for the latest update, for the next update, to be able to start up a mob farm. The mob farms were kind of broken with the ender slimes. I'm kind of scared of the mob farms. So once we get that fixed, we'll be definitely starting that back up, and we'll have a lot more options, because we do have some bags right here, some spoil bags. And these, I believe, carry certain items. Like, that had a cake in it. This has a blaze doll and a force mitt and a cup of tea. Very nice. What do we get for drinking a cup of tea? I want to save that for later. Oh, look at the little smoke coming off of it. That's cool. That animation. Wow. All the detail that goes into some of this. But anyways, yeah, that's one of the benefits, is you do get these chance cubes and stuff. And one of the things that I can do, like, instead of using the chance cubes, we can break them down into their base components. So we can technically uncraft them and get lapis out of them, because, I mean, this is the recipe for them. So not a bad thing, and getting resources from that should allow us to be able to uncraft certain things and get even more resources. Now, there is a dimension that I want to go to fairly soon. I think around next episode, hopefully we can get to it, but it's going to require some infrastructure to get started. And that is going to be the dark, or deep dark, right? Infinite dark. So it's called the Infinite Dark. It requires some pig iron, netherite, terrarium, which this is from Mystical Agriculture, and Inderium. I hope we have enough, because I haven't had a mob farm running. I hope we have enough of this to get going. Like, I don't think I have a whole lot of Inferium essence. Let's see. That may be a reason for us to get a mob farm going. I think we might have enough Inferium essence to kind of make that, but still. So, Infinite Dark. This right here is going to take us to a dimension where I think we can find more loot. I believe there's chests in this dimension. I'm kind of unfamiliar with it, because I didn't really watch a whole lot of the SkyFactory One development. I watched some of it, but I didn't watch a lot of this stuff, so I really don't know what to expect. But I do know it requires a lot of compressed cobble, and compressed cobble, well, there's a really cool way we can do it with just a regular cobblestone generator, and as we progress up, we can get nicer and nicer cobblestone generators all the way up to tier 5. This is going to require 6 times compressed cobble, is to use drawers, storage drawers, like just simple storage drawers with a compactor. Like, it's not going to be that hard. So cobblestone, let's go ahead and head over here, over to our stuff. That is one bad thing, like, with our area without creative flight, is I do have everything spread out, but you do have to really travel, you know, with it being spread out. As you can see, I did have this place next to it. because I was crafting a whole bunch of regular cobblestone or smooth stone for all this brick. All right, so with that, drawers. I have a few drawers. I think 4 should be fine. I think these are empty drawers. So, compactors. Do I have enough? Yes. Okay. So how big do I need to make this thing? Well, I don't think it's going to have to be very big at all. We can do an item pipe. And we should be able to route these fairly quickly. Let's grab ourselves a wrench and an item pipe. It doesn't even have to be very fast, right? So cobblestone generator, I think I have one setting right here. And right there's the cobblestone. So I'm going to go ahead and grab this. Probably take all that cobblestone and put it over there to be smelted. So we have all that stone. But let's set this up right here for right now. This is going to be probably a temporary setup until we get something going on later. Let's see. We could take the cobblestone. Have it immediately generate into a compactor. This is going to go... So this should go, yeah, cobblestone 2 times, then 3 times, right? And then we can do... I should probably space this out one more, shouldn't I? Let's see. Fence, just to kind of give it something to set on. We can take this even higher tiered by making sure we pull out... it should pull out the highest tiered thing, I hope, into here. If not, what we can do is we can pull this out and set that. Then we won't have to worry about it. And we can also lock these drawers. So let's go do that. And wrench. And then once this starts to fill up with compressed, we'll do the same thing here. We shouldn't have to worry about these pipes being fast enough. 4 items every 20 ticks. Because there's no way this is going to be generating that much that quickly. But it should get us definitely to where we can start crafting higher tier cobble gens. Once we have the higher tier cobble gen, it's going to be way quicker. So while we're waiting on the cobblestone to gen, we can go ahead and actually make some interesting stuff over here. So I believe it is a clay. So we can take like a single piece of clay here. I believe it's a 1-to-1. So clay, blood ball, and iron ingot. And that should make a piece of pig iron. I believe when those combine together, it should make pig iron. There we go. And so we ended up getting 2 ingots of pig iron. Very cheap recipe. And this has a modifier, I believe, of letting you like eat your tools for tinkers, which is honestly kind of cool. So there we go. And we can cast out the other piece. And then we'll get our blazes going back to automation, because that's what I've been mainly using this for. We got a rogue dolphin, by the way. All right, so with the other stuff, let's see, infinite dark. Let's actually add this to our list. As far as this goes, I hope my auto crafting works. Oh, I already have the ingot, so yeah, I don't even have to worry about that. And then this right here and netherite, I believe we already have netherite. But to be able to get this essence, we are going to need a crystal. And I hope we have enough essence. Like I said, if not, hopefully the update will be out soon. And we'll be good to go. This might take us there. Because we don't need much. There it is. There's the terrarium. That should be plenty to make this. So I'll go ahead and make a base ingot. And there we go. Perfect. So now we have everything to be able to make this teleporter. I believe even netherite. Yeah, there we go. So we have everything to make the teleporter except for 4 times compressed cobble and then the 3 times compressed, which I am working on upgrading cobblestone generators to get to that point. Still, however, this has just been running just for a short period of time, and we already have 4 3 times compressed cobble. So keep that in mind. Like once I get to that point, we should be... Yeah, we should be able to actually get it with just this regular cobble gen. And just like that, after I went ahead and set up an Oculus accumulator as well to try and max that out, just to kind of help boost it a little bit, we finally have it. We have the 1 right here, and then we are going to need 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. And then hopefully later on, we'll be able to use that to upgrade. But this is going to unlock this dimension. I don't know why I keep running to the center, but there we go. Infinite dark cake. We have it made. We just have to go to this dimension, which we're going to do next episode. So, of course, I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. If you did, of course, you guys know what to do. Of course, smack that subscribe button. But I do, however, want to give a huge shout out to the sponsor of today's video. And that is going to be a huge thanks to Franzi. Thank you so much for your amazing support, going absolutely above and beyond over on Patreon. And guys, of course, if you were interested in becoming a Patreon yourself, you can find that link down in the description below. Guys, of course, I'm going to leave it on a cliffhanger. We're going to go visit it next episode. So be sure to click that subscribe button so you guys can stay notified when I do publish new videos just like this. We're so close to 500,000 subscribers. Absolutely killing me, guys. But anyways, I really appreciate it, guys. I'll see you in the next episode. And as always, thanks for watching.